Have you got too much plastic in your life? Do board games give you too much plastic? Well, do not worry, because Chip Theory have got you covered, because in today's video, we're going to be talking about an evolution of plastic, something that's more robust, something that's weightier, something that's shinier, something that isn't made of plastic. And we are talking about, of course, the Gearloc brass mag miniatures from Chip Theory Games for Too Many Bones. These were recently went up for sale on Chip Theory Games website, and it's arrived already. Literally arrived today. Now, I love Too Many Bones, like really love Too Many Bones. It's probably my second favourite game of all time. I've got everything for it. I've got the trove chests, I've got all of the games, all of the expansions, everything that comes with it, the promo packs. I'm always there ordering more stuff. So when they advertised that they were going for brass mag miniatures, like they did with Burn Cycle, I just thought, you know what? I want to get these and see how they sparkle up my games of Too Many Bones. So without much further ado, let's take a look at the brass mag miniatures for Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. Oh, this is exciting. So just when you thought that Too Many Bones couldn't get more ridiculous and more fantastic with what they released for it, they of course have released, Chip Theory Games have released the Gearloc brass mag miniatures. Now there's a bit of reflection on here because it's still in the cellophane. So I'll take the cellophane off and then we'll read the back, shall we? Yeah. So let's have a look at this then. This is so exciting. I've no idea how you fit it in the trove chest. First of all, let's have a look at the front. There we go. Fantastic picture on the front. Look down here, you can see. Down here, you can see little brass mag miniatures and inspecting one just there. And it says, on the back, it says, add some immersive bling and stunning table presence to your games of Too Many Bones with the Gearloc brass mag miniature set, including unique designs for every playable character, as well as unique sculpts for Nightshade and Board. The brass mag finishes are pewter sculpts with a brass alloy finish and a magnetized bottom, allowing them to adhere to your Too Many Bones weighted character and companion chips. Your TMB games will boast new personalities your Gearlocs take to the battle map, gaining new life in 3 dimensions. Here we go. So some of the sculpts there, and it says you get 21 brass mag Gearlocs and 2 magnetic brass mag companions. Oh, this is exciting. So let's have a look inside the box itself then. Now, it's quite a weighty box, not as weighty as you might think. And of course, it's got the wonderful inside box print there. So let's have a look at these then. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm not too sure whether these will fit in your inside your trove chest. You know, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm sure somebody from Chip Theory can point out on that. But let's go through these one by one. So right up in the top corner, up here we have Tink. So let's have a look at Tink then. So here we go. So we can see the sculpt on Tink just here. And you've got the face picking out, you've got the magnets on the bottom, and you've got his little welder's helmet on there as well. Yes, this is great. That's Tink as a brass mag miniature. Next up we have Nugget. Oh, these aren't quite as hard to get out. Well, I said that. Aren't as hard to get out as the... it says that, I can't get this one out. So maybe it was a early one as the Burn Cycle one. So this is Nugget. So let's have a look at Nugget's face. So there we go. We've got the front there with her kind of cowl helmet on. There's the backpack. And there's the bowlers in her hand. Again, nice weight to them. These are really going to kind of spark up your Too Many Bones games. Right, moving on from Nugget, we have Gillie. A fan favourite is Gillie. Here we go. And here we go. You can see Gillie poised with the bow in their ghillie suit, the shield on the back. These look absolutely great. Nice weight, not too heavy, but a nice weight to them. Then we have patches. So a good starting character patches for anybody that's learning to play the game. Of course, patches can kind of help you out, help heal your characters. Sorry, you can hear Bambi barking in the background there. There we go, there's patches with a bone saw and a syringe, and those weird steampunky type goggles on top of their head. Next up, we have Picket. Again, a decent starting character, Picket. Sorry, excuse my hands. There we go. Picket has got a huge shield. There we go. You can see he's got a nice sword. Picket is almost like the icon, if you like, of Too Many Bones. It's kind of certainly the first Gearloc I think of when I think of the artwork in Too Many Bones. But these are wonderful representations of the characters, really nicely detailed as well. Then we have Tantrum. So here we go, Tantrum. I always found Tantrum a little hard to play, I must admit. If you watch Liz Davidson's videos, you will start to get a hang of them quite easily, though. But that's it. Look at that wonderful action shot. Tantrum has lifted their legs up. Okay, moving down to the next phase now, we have Boomer. Here we go. Boomer getting poised to throw one of their bombs there, and you've got your full-on bomb belt going around it. There we go. Fantastic. There we go, and you can see the kind of size of them. They're not massive, but they're as big as they need to be. Then we have Duster, crouching down Duster. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Holding their sword behind them in a fantastic kind of stealth stance there. They're really going to be great on top of the chips. Next up, we have Nightshade. Here we go. Fantastic companion Nightshade. Nice depiction of a wolf there. Oh, wolf type creature, whatever Nightshade is. A bit like a warg or something like that. But it's great that they've also covered the companions as well. And I can see this kind of moving on as with more of the baddies being covered in future sets. Maybe, who knows? Depends on how successful this year. This is, of course, Stanza. Stanza is obviously an additional character that you can get, and she was, again, a little bit getting used to kind of how you play. Stanza is a bit of an art form, but once you do, she can be really quite effective. But there we go with a kind of guitar things there. Nice action pose, mid-strum. Right, coming up here we have Gasket. Oh, Gasket is a powerhouse. Look at this tank here. This is a wonderful, weighty kind of brass mag miniature here. There's a tank on the back. There's the saw just there. That is going to be fantastic. And it must be weighted fine. You know, when you put them on the chip, I should imagine, they're weighted fine. Yep, so I just stood it down, stood it up, and it stands, Gasket stands up perfectly. That's Gasket. What next? Ooh, Dart. Here we go. So here's Dart. Here we go. You see, Dart has got their darts ready to throw there. And I don't know if it's going to zoom quite so much in on the face there. But there we go. You can see, you can make out the individual features in the face with a bandolier of darts around her. Then we got Piccadillo. Great fun with Piccadillo. I think it's Dart that you play with when you play with Piccadillo, kind of bounding around the board. Fantastic. Look at that. Look. There, the level of detail in these brass mag miniatures. And they're nice and kindly, it's called a patina, isn't it? So nice, look nicely aged and what have you. That is Piccadillo. Next up, we have Flan. So Flan with a crossbow, getting ready for action. There we go. You can see at the back, Flan has got their, is it a quiver that's on there, and then they've got their crossbow ready for action. There we go. It's Flan. Then we have Gerbil. Oh. So I think the beauty about Too Many Bones is the ability to play around with different combinations of Gearlocs. Now, I know you can play Too Many Bones pure solo. I always play with two Gearlocs. I just find that kind of level of coordination and interplay you get between two Gearlocs is a lot better. So that is Gerbil. I think, yeah, Gerbil. Then we have Helix. Here's Helix down here. Oh, come on, zoom in. There we go. Look at the goggles on there, the glasses on Helix there. The little short sword ready for action, and some kind of weird kind of metal detector thing at the bottom there. And again, the level of detail is just stunning on these. They're just going to look so good. It makes me want to pick up, makes me want to set up my Too Many Bones tonight and play it tonight. I wonder if that's possible. Next up we have, is it Slank? Yeah, Slank. There we go. With this weird kind of buzzsaw thing going on there. It is slank, isn't it? Yeah, slank. With a weird kind of buzzsaw thing going on. Look at that. So as I say, there's every Gearloc that's been released, they have a brass mag miniature for them. So obviously you get the most out of this if you've completed your Too Many Bones collection. But if you're thinking about completing it, then of course, you know, it's well worth getting, because by the time you've got every one of them, you'll be great. So next up we have Gale. So Gale was one of the new ones that came out with the latest Too Many Bones, and the name of it has completely slipped my name, but it's the one with the lava, etc., that I really, really, really enjoyed playing. It's got a really different mechanism on that. And there we go. Unbreakable. That's it, Unbreakable. And that is Gale. There we go. And next up, we have Figment. Figment messes around with time a little bit as you play with Figment. I think that's correct, yeah. Again, just one that it took a few plays to start getting down how Figment plays exactly. But when you do get it down, Figment can be really quite effective. There we go, look, it's got like the little mask thing on there. Who's got? We got Static. So Static is down here. Maybe it's Static who does time. I thought it was Figment, but I could be wrong. There we go, Static, ready for action. Kind of poised and pumped there, ready for action, with some fists ready to bash you in the face. Okay, then we've got Polaris. There we go. So Polaris has got the orb thing going on there. And again, kind of casting some weird kind of magic or spell or rite. Really nice looking miniatures. We have Carcass. Fan favourite Carcass, a recent addition, but a fan favourite. I know many people, you know, once they played with Carcass, they want to keep playing using Carcass. Look at that. That is just a fearsome brass mag miniature of Carcass there for Too Many Bones. That's fantastic. Look at that. The baddies are going to quiver in fright as Carcass approaches them, no longer just in 2D form, but now in fantastic 3 dimensions. And finally, we have Riffle. Again, Riffle. So Riffle was is a bit of an oddity. So yes, you could order Riffle, but only when a certain amount of puzzles had been completed from, I think it was from Unbreakable, I want to say, or it might be from the Automaton of Shale. And yeah, Riffle, quite a unique Gearloc, and again, takes some getting used to, but once you get used to playing with Riffle, yeah, really is kind of an excellent character. You know, try Carcass and Riffle together. Difficult combination, but if you can make it work, look at the flowing cape there. Fantastic. Who needs chips when you're now brassmagtheory.com? So that's it. That's all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 brass mag miniatures you can get for Too Many Bones. And let me tell you, as I say, as a kind of Too Many Bones aficionado and a person that's got everything for it, I am so happy that I made the decision to buy the brass mag miniatures. I think they look absolutely fantastic. Wow. So there we go. Sorry. So Bambi has joined me for the roundup of on my final thoughts on, thank you, on the brass mag miniatures for Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. Look, Too Many Bones is already an expensive game. And when you've got everything for it, you spent quite a bit of money. So do you need the brass mag miniatures? Of course not. Absolutely not. You can play the game absolutely fantastically and have exactly the same experience by just using the chips. However, for those of you that want your game to kind of pop a little bit more, for those of you that want your game to kind of sing a little bit more, to have that little bit more immersion in your Too Many Bones games, then as you can see from what I've shown you here, the kind of 23 brass mag miniatures that you get, I think it was around about, I want to say around about £85, 84, £85, something like that. Could have been a bit less, could have been a bit more. So it's an expensive edition, but you've got 23 miniatures there, 23 brass bag miniatures that are really going to make your game pop. You do not need them. If it's too much money, if you do not have all the Gearlocs, you're paying for stuff that you may not need. However, If the idea of really spicing up your game, really blinging out your game and making it pop on the table appeals to you, then go and check out the Chip Theory website and have a look at the in the store and see if there's any brass mag miniatures left. Don't worry, if they have sold out, I'm sure that they will be getting more in the future. Who knows? Maybe it's a one-time thing, I don't know, but as soon as I saw them on sale, I knew that I had to order them. So that's the Brass Mag miniatures, Brass Mag Gearloc miniatures for Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. You can get them on the web store. Yeah, I paid for them. I love them. They're absolutely going to bling up my next game and make my next game of Too Many Bones pop and stand out on the table. I actually can't wait to get them on the table. I've got a mat here as well, so it kind of feels like tonight is a bit of a night that's already kind of poised to start using the Brass Mag miniatures. Thank you very much for joining me on this very brief journey through the Brass Mag miniatures for Too Many Bones from Chip Theory Games. My name's Mark. This is Not Board Gaming. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our other videos. Say goodbye, Bambi. Goodbye, Bambi. There we go. She gave me a kiss on the nose. And one final thought. If you can't find anyone else to play with, then there's nothing wrong with playing with yourselves. Until next time. Bye-bye.